What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with this week's haul video. Man, I thought it was going to be a little one, but by God, my seller at eBay came through and got these books into me today, which I'm excited for. This is a milestone for me, but we will get to that. Just got done watching the first major for the PDGA, which is the Pro Disc Golf Association. Because if y'all know me, then I'm not only am I a avid comic book collector, but I'm a huge fan of the disc golf, and so I watch it. I can't play it anymore. My health has declined, and quite frankly, hiking through the woods just isn't in the cards for me. Unfortunate, because I really loved the game and I really loved to play, even though I wasn't very good at it. But I barely tie my shoes without dying anymore. So let's adjust this camera down a little bit. There we go. But anyway, I did watch it, and it was an exciting tournament. I had some weather challenges. Big storms rolled in. But we had two first-time major winners. Congratulations to Andrew Presnell and Evelina God, I can never pronounce her name. She's from Finland. Solonen. Yeah, something like that. Evelina Solonen for their first majors. That was such a cool tournament. Really good tournament on probably the hardest disc golf course on the planet. So I was stoked to see that. Before we get into the haul, if you didn't watch my last video, Sunday's video, the little tour of probably one of the weirdest, most unique pet stores on the planet. It wasn't even. It was like a. I don't even know how to describe it. It was a pop culture memorabilia store that had some pet stuff in it. It really was. And I just picked up a few little things that were in there that caught my eye. You know me, I'm all about unique and different, and so I picked me up a G.I. Joe action figure. But this is a micro figure. So it's like the world's smallest G.I. Joe action figure. And I got Duke. So, really cool. I thought it was a cool pickup. For $7, couldn't beat it. Like I said, unique. And then I couldn't resist, because I swear I remember years ago, long time ago, when they banned these things from the market because they promoted smoking for children, and it was candy cigarettes. And yet I found a pack of candy cigarettes, the bubblegum ones. Now, I don't know if y'all remember the bubblegum ones. You remember the chalk sticks, where you just open them up and it was like a stick of chalk, But the bubblegum ones, when I was a kid, I'm gonna open these. When I was a kid, they were wrapped in paper, and if you blew in the end of it, a little poof of smoke would come out. So I'm just curious if these are just like those or not. So let's look in them. Dang. I'm trying to get one out here. Oh wow, boy, they went all in. They even put a filter on it and everything. Wow. Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I should switch to this brand, honestly. But yeah, just like they're actually upgraded them by putting a filter on them. Now there's the gum. Let's see what we got here. Probably look. What they should do is make it nicotine gum, so you help quit smoking. That would be epic. The gum's gross. No, it's not like Bazooka Joe or any other bubble gum. It'll probably lose its flavor in literally 30 seconds. Anyway, so that's what I picked up. Amy, if you watch the video, Amy got some really cool Michael Myers Halloween stuff. And just a really cool store. Check out the video. Tomorrow, I'll post the video of their sister store, which is called Can Do Hardware. I'll forget the name of it when I post the video, I promise. But it's Can Do Hardware. It's a similar vibe. It's a hardware store with tons and tons of retro memorabilia in it and stuff, but it's got games and stuff like that. So I'll post that video tomorrow. So be looking for it if you enjoyed this one. And it's in like the tiniest little town in Arkansas called Gravette. Look it up on the map. I think less than 1,000 people live there. But real tiny little town to have such a really cool touristy type place. Anyway, let's get into the haul. I've only got 2 books that come from Midtown this week. And and it is Wolverine number 48, part of that Sabretooth War storyline. So there's 2 more to complete this, and then I'll read it. And this is the debut of Wolverine's adamantium armor. So is this something that might be a mainstay for Wolverine? I don't know. We'll see. And the last thing I got from Midtown, of course, back to the foil facsimiles. And this is Uncanny X-Men 130, first appearance of Dazzler. Why this book is blowing up, I have no idea. I mean, the original. I know why I bought this, because it's a foil facsimile, and I'm getting them all. I don't care. Say what you want. But, you know, the rumor about Taylor Swift playing Dazzler, making a cameo appearance as Dazzler in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. And I'm on the fence of, like, even if she does, who cares? Who really cares? It's probably going to be a micro clip just long enough for them to make fun of her and move on. So I don't understand why the book is getting so much, is blowing up so big. It's not a major key. I don't even own the original. I might at some point just to get it, but who knows. But that's it for my Midtown. Easy enough. Next up, my old buddy Jason Todd came into the store again and brought me a couple more comic books. These are kind of cool. You know, there's Captain Marvel, number 43. These are in great shape too. 43. And Captain Marvel number 44. Again, he has an eBay store. Really good prices. I strongly suggest you check him out. And he ships very fast, very secure. I will drop a link to his eBay store in the comments because I can never remember the name of it. It's Elmo Collections LLC or something like that. But we'll either put it here or we'll drop a link in the description or both, who knows. But really cool. Thanks, Todd. Appreciate it. Next up, here comes that gum's already lost its flavor. It's gone. But next up, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this because, oh my God, the FOMO police come out in full force already. C2E2 has come and gone. And then not without its haters. Ever since the acetate gate, you can't even say the word C2E2 without everybody and their dogs coming out to critique them. Look, here's the deal. The acetate gate thing, the comic book itself isn't really what it didn't really piss me off, because they put out all the these exclusives and all these reprints and stuff with new covers on them. They do it every year at every Comic-Con. It's not a big deal. I think what pissed people off was that they didn't get one because all the vendors got in with the ones selling it and had them put them back for them, and then nobody got one because of that. It is what it is. I think it's just kind of dumb that you pissed off that you didn't get a copy of a book that you thought was the stupidest book ever anyway. So, big deal. But anyway, in spite of the haters, in spite of the people going FOMO, screaming FOMO police, and gatekeeping because they don't think you should go out and get a book because it's just FOMO. Well, I got the book because I thought it was gorgeous, and I paid $30 for it, and in a month it may be worth 10. I don't care. I had $30. I wanted the book. I wanted to make sure I got the book, so I bought one, and it's a Batgirl 23 with this absolutely gorgeous Derek Chew foil cover. But the shipper did one thing that I didn't like. Look at this. The bag is split down the side and it just slides right out. But yeah, Derek Chew, Bird City Comics. But I love it. Absolutely love it. Don't care about FOMO or don't care about value. I care about it's a gorgeous full cover. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slide this into a new bag and board. I think we as this community is this comic book community is getting more and more invested about shit that other people are doing than just collecting what you like and moving on with your life. I understand the need to feel like you're protecting the comic book community and whatever, or educating them, but make sure they're asking for your help before you tell them what to buy and what not to buy and how to collect and how not to collect. That's the main thing. Somebody wants to ask my opinion about something. Somebody says, "Hey, Steve, do you think I should buy this Batgirl 23, this Derek Chew foil variant? It's $30. Do you think I should buy it?" I would tell them exactly this. If you love it and you got the money and you still make rent and you really want it, absolutely buy it and love it. If you're buying it because you think you can turn around and flip it on eBay or whatnot and sell it for $60, don't buy it. Don't buy it for investment. Buy it because you like it. And that's what I did. So, next up, my eBay purchases. And here's where I'm excited because this marks the end of an era for me, or the end of a quest. I'm trying to put them in order because I got them all mixed up here. But at the end of a long, I would say almost a year, almost maybe even over a year long quest to put this run together, and I finally did it. I have finished my Frank Miller Daredevil run. So excited. And I got these all in really good condition, VF Plus or better. But I got Daredevil number 159, second appearance of Bullseye. Daredevil 163, Daredevil versus the Hulk. Daredevil 166, Daredevil 167, first appearance and death of Mauler. So, minor key. Most of these are newsstand copies too, so yippee-ki-yay on that. 169. 172. Little Kingpin on in the cover there. 176. First appearance of Stick. So that, I think, is going to become a bigger key than what it is now with the new Daredevil series coming out. I believe we'll be seeing Stick in that one. So, cool pickup. I'm glad to get that one. And last but not least, to finish it off, 183, the first battle of Punisher and Daredevil. So that completes my Frank Miller Daredevil run. And I know what some of y'all are going to say in the comments. You're going to say, well, Stevie, not exactly. It doesn't exactly finish it. Because he came back to Daredevil and did Hero Reborn. Or Daredevil Reborn. Or I can't remember what. I think it's Hero Reborn. Did a little 4 or 5 issue stretch there. And I'm aware of it. And in time, I'll probably pick them up. But to me, that wasn't the part of the iconic run. This was the iconic Frank Miller run. This is the run of Daredevil that took Daredevil as a C-tier hero and bumped him up to an A-tier. That and the Man Without Fear miniseries. The retelling of the origin. I think Frank Miller did more for Daredevil than any other comic book writer, artist ever did. So that's why I think that this is probably definitely the most iconic run in Daredevil series. And when you talk about keys that are going to be keys forever, I think this Frank Miller run of Daredevil is always going to be sought after. It's always going to be a key run to have in your collection. So it'd be a good thing to pick up, I think. And that's aside from all the Daredevil Reborn series hype and MCU hype. Once all that comes and goes and fades out, this run of Daredevil will still be iconic and will still be desirable. So I'm just tickled to death. I finally finished that off. Now, where do I go from here? I worked on this and I worked on my Brian Bolland Wonder Woman run and finished both of those. Now what do I do? I'm up for suggestions. I want an iconic run. I know Perez Wonder Woman was a good one. I thought about that. So I don't know. I may try that. I may do Perez. I'd like to put together I don't know, something that run redefined the series, and my mind just goes blank, and I can't think of it. But yeah, that's what I want to go after. That's the kind of stuff I like to go after now. That and foil covers. So anyway, but that is going to do it for the haul. Before you guys go, do all those YouTube things we love for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.